FreeByrd Radio, a podcast dedicated to amplifying the voices of entrepreneurs and our community. I'm your host, Cam Bannister. On today's episode, we interview Vanessa Fuller, creative visionary and owner of Xcape Dance Studio right here in Eugene, Oregon. And let me tell you now, you will love this episode. She shares her 21-year journey of entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, the ugly, and she gives you all of the tips and tricks that helped her build and enrich in the community here through dance. Xcape Dance Studio brings not just dancers, but all of community together. And I'm one of them. I love that place. And let me tell you right now, her truth in her business is felt. And you're going to want to meet her. You're going to want to see her. Get to know her. Go to Xcape and dance to be free. Oh, sweet Vanessa. Let's go. Oh, okay. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes.
Honor.
This is truly cool to have you in this space. Like, welcome to the nest, baby.
Yes. The nest is super cute, y'all. So cute.
All right. So I like to center us in, bring us down, and just ground us into this beautiful time as we share our voice and vibration. Whatever comes. So
All right, I'm here for it.
Let's dive in. Sweet Vanessa Fuller. Sweet Vanessa
The
Fuller.
government.
The government.
The government name. Yes.
Let's do this. No. Okay, so I'm trying to calm my ass down as I am just a fangirl of yours.
Oh my God,
so,
stop.
No, I'm like, where do I start about all of the coolness and not just sound like I'm bragging about you the whole time? But let's just talk about what I know about you first, so that I get to totally shower you with love.
Thank you.
Before I ask you about your story, because I feel that's fair. So first and foremost, you crossed my path 3 years ago, by chance, random, all the things, just honest, authentic, real. And you just had an energy about you that I'm like, this bitch. I'm all, you got something I want to know about, you know? And
Totally.
A year passed. We didn't see each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then we sat down at Vero.
Yeah.
And we had the best coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't see each other again for a year.
Yeah.
And then I went through a really challenging time.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to ground. I needed to just come back home.
Mm-hmm.
And this really cool girl and woman in my life was like, you should dance.
Yeah.
You know? And that's you, bitch. That's you. It's you. So I gotta say, because of you, it really has brought me home to me. So even the inspiration for local and this podcast and diving deeper into the Eugene community started with you. You were one of the very first people who were like, hey, this is what we about.
Yeah.
And it's wow, I really like what you're about. So first and foremost, your energy, your essence went before you 3 years ago. And I'm grateful that time and space brought us here now. Because
Same.
you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch. So
You a bad bitch.
You a baddie. So for those of you who have not had the fun fact of crossing paths with her, she is the creative, brilliant owner of Xcape Dance Studio and choreographer genius. So you're going to hear more about that. You're going to hear it from her, but you literally just have a presence in this community, and thank you for being brave enough to share it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. You have now owned Xcape for how long? How long has that been a part of the Eugene community?
Xcape has been a part of the community for 12 years.
Wow.
Before that, I owned a studio when I was younger. That was a complete fail. But I have been teaching and dancing in
Wait, we don't go complete fail.
No, it was complete.
Right, we move.
It was a complete fail.
What do you mean by that?
It was a complete business fail.
Sure.
We could talk about that. We can go there.
What'd you learn from that?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything I absolutely needed to know. It was the best fucking thing that ever happened to me.
Sweet.
In the moment, it was not cool at all. But it was one of those things where if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you want to get to the failures.
Yes, you
because you get the lessons. You just get better and better. And it was one of those where I was I took a long enough break and then I had to reapproach that failure. And I was like, oh, hell no, we ain't doing this again in this way.
Ooh.
But
what was your age at that point? Let's put some age context.
20. I was 24 and pregnant.
Oh,
with my first. Yeah.
Sweet Phoenix.
Yeah. No, Zeno.
Oh, Zeno's oldest.
Old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Zeno's 15. Zeno's your son's age.
Okay. See, and that's what got it. My girl's older, so
yeah. But I've been teaching in the community for 20 years.
Dance in the
teaching
community.
Dance here in the community for 20 years.
cool. And so where were your, like, where's the stomping grounds? Like, what brought you to dance, right? Like, did you always love to dance, or like?
I did.
Okay.
I was one of those kids that just like, I asked my mom for tap dance lessons specifically, is what she always tells me. And she put me into Musical Free School of Dance at 3 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And literally I danced there, doing just tap and training in just tap for like 15 years. And then I branched out to other styles, but I was always still there. Graduated, moved away, came back, taught for that teacher. Started my own dance company at 19.
Wow.
But then, went on another journey again. And when I came back, like to open Xcape, that same teacher was retiring and approached me to take over her business. And I had said no. And then I ended up renting that same studio. So the studio I started Xcape is the studio that I grew up dancing in. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay. So dance has been in the blood from the moment you could use your words to say so. Okay.
Yeah.
And has Eugene been your home the whole time? Where are you from?
I'm from here, born and raised.
Okay.
I lived in the Bay, went to college in the Bay for a while. I lived in Wyoming.
Yeah.
I traveled actually without a home base for a year, going on tour and literally busking with my tap shoes and a piece of plywood from New York City all the way to Hawaii. Crazy.
Piece of plywood.
I'm not even joking. I am not playing.
Okay.
All the way across the country doing that. I lived in LA for a while. And then when I think I was gone for like 5 or 6 years. And when I came back, that's when I started Xcape. So it's been like a wild...
Okay, so I can unpack so much of that, but I want to make sure I bring it back into what you've done with it, because wow, the twists and turns in your journey, like the character in which you built, the ups and downs in which you experienced, the clarification from contrast, and like all of the things, right? Like, and I want to say that because no success is overnight, like
hell no. It's absolutely not. Don't let the internet fool you.
That's
kids.
exactly right.
Absolutely not.
No, and
you can't skip the process.
No, and listen, you got to be present.
Yeah.
These arts and things like that you're trying to share, whether or not, and I'm saying entrepreneurs, everybody out there listening, it's like, her heart and her actions are in dance. Well, if your heart and your actions are massage or hair or, coaching or therapy, whatever it is, right? It's like, you got there from the time put. Yeah. Okay. So like, it's not how like the validation of what people see. You got there on your voyage, baby. And that's what you just shared, the voyage, and it's like here at the intersection of you and me crossing time, right? Your voyage made you share your voice and vibration through dance, through Xcape. And however you got there, right? Yeah. And now let's come fast forward. Yeah. I'll tell you as a community member, I'll tell you as someone who never has danced before, right? Like what it was like as a newbie coming into that world after your voyage of like, whoa, and bringing it here. You're welcomed. You're supported. Every teacher I've ever come across has loved me, held me, been like, that's all right if you don't get it. Let's go ahead and do this. And they did not know you and I crossed paths first. It's not like they're like, oh, shoot, the owner, none of that. This is like what it is when you go into Xcape. And it's like, so first and foremost, that's just gorgeous. I've experienced it since June. I've been there, right?
Yeah,
June
about
of
June.
this year, 2025. And it's like, I've already been in an adult performance, y'all, because Xcape put one on, and that was scary. But I remember signing up and just going, and it's like all of these adults were in my classes, and it's like, and you said, Cam, you come Monday through Thursday if you want to dance, and you just drop into those classes and you figure out what you want to do. And I'm like, all right, Vanessa, well, I've never danced before. So every word is said is new to me. Yeah. I haven't heard half the songs that are played. Right? Yeah. Like, I don't know when you say to do the Dougie, I don't know what it is. I have a concept, but I don't know. Right. But I'm not met with criticism. Yeah. I'm not met with like, you have to know or do or be to be here. Mm-hmm. It's like, everyone is at different levels. And it's because you have brought to me, it feels this way. I'm not saying or projecting. It's just, it feels like the people there feel safe to express themselves because you did first. And you've created this space of like love, freedom, growth, honesty, and true professionalism and it's felt in the community aspect of like the women that I hang with. I mean, we range from 30 to 70. Totally. Like, I mean, the people that I get hyped to see at dance class every time are we're 5 together all the time. Like, right. And it's just like, that is so cool. But we wouldn't have been able to come to a place without you going on your voyage, being brave enough and planting down in Eugene and saying, hey, community, you're welcome here. Yeah. You're welcome to express yourself. You're welcome to feel and be and embody, and with no judgment. Yeah. And honest to goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I think That is amazing that it reflects
That's what it
out
is.
in that way.
Yes.
The intention of it. So after I had the failed business and I came back, I literally was like, I am absolutely never going to open a studio again.
Okay.
Like, that's where I was.
Oh, understandable.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
you just hit the biggest failure.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I paid for it monetarily and spiritually and emotionally. But what had happened when I came back is that my mother was sick. I was married at the time. The shit was in shambles. I had 2 small kids, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And, I was going through a divorce.
Yeah.
And then my mom passed away. My mom was my biggest supporter. And she was the one who encouraged me to open a studio because I had an office job. I was like literally working an office job. But when I decided that I was going to go for the opportunity that my teacher had presented me to take over this space, I knew that the only way to build a community for myself, like for my family, like me and my 2 small kids, connecting with people, I do really well through dance.
Yeah.
And I know like all the people around me, all my best friends, like from growing up, like we met through dance.
Yeah.
And so for me, the way I build community is through dance. And I had 0 community because I had been gone.
Of course.
I didn't know what to do. And I was like, if I want to provide for my family, if I want to create a safe space for my family, and the only way I know how to do that, and I know it's going to fucking happen, is dance. So that's the mentality I went into it with, was this has to grow into a family.
Yeah.
Like, this is my new family.
And it is.
It is. And that was one big portion of it. And the other portion of it was that I told myself that I would not start a studio again unless it was 100% authentic to my voice.
Yep.
Because the mistake I made the first time was not doing that.
That's right.
I was like, I'm going to have ballet classes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what's not me. And, some money happened, but it wasn't successful because it wasn't me.
Your heartbeat wasn't there.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
So this time I was like, there's that community aspect. Like, I'm just building family. And then I have to be real with myself. From the way I write emails, from the way I do the marketing, like, it is my voice. It is me. It's sometimes I swear I'm shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
right, that's right, that's
people
right.
like it or they don't, but like, it's grown because of that.
That's right.
So that what you're feeling is like, it's interesting because it's like one of the darkest times of my life.
That you made the brightest.
And now it feels like that.
Yeah.
But like at the time it's like one foot in front of the other, and like, this is what I know.
Yeah, but this is what's crazy.
This is what I know.
This is what is beautiful to me about your approach, and also just community, because this is what the essence of community does, is your brave act then, right? In the dark, the contrast of your existence. I was in my dark. What you transmuted to light over time was my light in my dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's in you.
It's in you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was dark when we met. And it was like, man, like, I don't know what to do, Vanessa. Like, and I didn't know the answer was going to be coming from you either. It was just communicating, and it's like, well, no, it's because it's not even because, it just is.
Yeah.
It just is. Like, your time, your perseverance, your presence, your, bringing and calling in your community truthfully. That's the biggest thing, is it's truth. It's real. It's raw. And honestly, it's why you're my first, because I'm not interested in people trying to manipulate the market.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in more cool shit. Like,
I
don't care.
Yeah, totally.
Like, do you know what's really cool for me is when I come together and I'm hearing all of these other adults, all of these humans, and children too, but obviously, like, I'm in the adult classes, and trust me, if you're in there with the little ones, you don't want to dance by them.
Yeah. Totally.
They're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. When it's your company and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, we're all going to spot the one who doesn't know. But no, it's great. They're super, super supportive too. But it's like, when I see like all of us adults who don't play often, right? It's like, we don't want to go back to childhood because we want to be a child.
Yeah.
We want to go back because we're present.
Yeah.
And we're playing.
Yeah.
And it's like, that space is where adults come to play.
Yeah.
And if they let it, right?
Yeah.
If they let it. Because it's certainly, you got to show up too. But like, when I hear, what up, Kels? Throwing you out there, and Kels and Sue and all of the homies there just talking about real life stuff.
Yeah.
Then they walk in that room and they dance.
Yeah.
And they leave with a brighter smile.
Yeah.
Like, in that moment, it's just like, you don't have to explain it and you don't need words, right? It's just is.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it started because of you.
Yeah.
You created that. You did that. And it's like, there's so many people listening to this right now that have a vision deep in their heart, and they have this incredible idea to just help. And I'm going to tell you right now, I stand by this still to this day. One is worth it. one.
Oh yeah,
One.
100%.
One. If you do something and you only get one is worth it.
Yeah.
One is worth it. And so it's like one dancer makes a small room, right? Doesn't it? But
Yeah.
it's like that one then invites three.
Yeah.
Three now are dancing and moving and healing and alchemizing energy through dance, right? Like, so it's just like, for me in community, and when I think of bringing community together, well, it sure starts with the first heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the first voice that says, hey,
Yeah.
come here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was you.
Yeah.
Because that space wouldn't be this without it.
Yeah, and I just know, like, it is a thing that you can't really explain.
No.
But I know that, like, you know, I read energy, I work with tarot, like, I'm clairsentient, like, I know people.
Yep.
I know people, and I know when I, you know, by observing and when I listen to people, I know when to be like, just come for a week.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I created it, but it's not something that I necessarily do. It's just I know to be true about the alchemic power of dance.
100%.
It's not even necessarily something you can explain because it does something different for everybody. But I do know when it's going to. I think it helps everybody, but I really know, like me telling you, just come for a week. Don't ask any questions. Just get in there and promise me you're gonna get in there, and then whatever happens for you will happen.
And it did.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's the thing is, like, I think when you're the visionary and you know you etch in the space for people to be able to come and do what you are doing with Xcape.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously there's a lot of resistance for those who maybe are just afraid of being vulnerably visible.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Dance is definitely going to bring that out in you.
That's why it's so good.
Exactly. And that's
so
exactly
good.
my point is right there, my friends. It's like, I promise you, it was embarrassing. It was for me. No one else made me feel that way. It was for me, like this perfectionist.
Yeah.
Getting humbled every misstep.
Yeah.
Like, holy hell, I watched her. I should know how to do it. No, you don't, because you need to embody it.
Yeah.
You know, and you need to.
So much.
It's so much. It's so much, and it's so little, and it's so simple yet so profound. Like, and again, for you, your vehicles dance through your voyage, right? Like, the vibration in which I feel from you in this community is through dance, through a rebellious act of being who you are, truly. Like, and I love it. Oh, it just brings my rebel heart to life, feeling it. I'm like, let's go. Let's light some shit on fire. Like, in the best way, because there's voices that are silenced because they're fearing. And it's like, dance is a tool. It was for me. I'm not saying this is what Vanessa does. I'm just telling you, for me, it unlocked.
Yeah.
It's like the alchemy of what I needed to take all of this, like, thought of matter and bring it down into the 3D. And it's like, I didn't have the embodiment yet.
Yeah.
I didn't have the release point yet. I didn't have the trust of my system. Like, and dance did that for me. And it's like, again, not saying go to Xcape, but do go to Xcape. That's like, it's my favorite and only one I'll ever recommend. But like, straight up, do. Because put yourself in the uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, your uncomfortable created a space for community to collect that, commune, come together, conversate, like car washes, adult performances.
All
like,
kinds of things.
Like, and all of that's your heart in the community. So it's like, wow, thank you for being that. Thank you for being a beacon of this community. You know what I mean? Like, truly. Like, on that note, I'll let you say whatever you want to say because I'll stop bragging.
Yeah, I mean, I just think I know that I'm very, very blessed. I know also how difficult it has been. But, you know, speaking to that tip, like, dance is meditation.
That's right.
Dance to be free is the tagline.
That's right.
Like, and it's definitely something you have to experience, but it's just a very unique activity where you are mind, body, soul. And if you aren't present, it brings you present. And the time in which that takes for each person is very, very different. Sometimes it's one class, sometimes it's 2 years. But it's got that power. And I can't say enough about what it can do for anyone to just get in there and try it. But
okay, let's talk about a different lens of dance. Okay, we got the dance, like, you as the individual, we're going in this, right? Like, and first and foremost, just know, like, I'm gonna brag on her every chance I get, and also go to Xcape, please. Like,
yes, please.
It will save your life. I'm not even being dramatic. Go do it. Like, the people there. I love Cass and Michelle. I love them all. I love them all. Cass and Michelle, they're just my teachers the most, you know? So, like, and just so y'all know, Cass is 8 months dropping it low like a G, just like, I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
She's
Cassandra. Like, she just.
I love Cassandra. But anyways, like, you know, you have that experience of it that really you have created a I was really scared of dance. I wanted to go for 2 years.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to go.
I hear that all the time.
I really did. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to go for 2 years. I knew of Xcape. I'd reach out. I was like, I'm going to, you know, it's
Yeah.
just, so it was. So there's that lens of dance, right? Which is so transformative for the individual, and you've created that space. But there's this really cool other thing you're doing that is another lens of what dance does. And it's like the performing arts.
Yeah.
Captivating through storytelling.
Yeah.
And the Hult Center residency,
Yeah.
Xcape is now bringing shows to Hult Center.
Yeah.
In November, your first one.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about it. Like, you're not only taking like the individual bringing community together, right? You're now saying, hey, community, not only are we going to bring you together as an individual, entertainment wise, we're going to transform you through storytelling, through dance. Like, that's amazing, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Okay.
about it.
Well, screech back. So I've actually had like 25 or 30 shows at the Hult Center.
There
Like
we go.
over the course of a long
Thank you.
time.
Thank
I
you.
started my first show at 19 when I had a dance company, which I told you about.
I love that.
Sold
Yep.
out.
Love that.
First show. 19 years old. What am I going to do with myself?
Yep. What was the show? What was it?
The show is called Explode.
Okay.
It was a hip hop. I had a hip hop crew here. It was called Phenomenon.
I love that.
And then I had one in Portland also. So travel up to Portland all the time on every Sunday and rehearse with them. I brought them all together. We had a show with a local hip hop group that did the music live with the DJ on stage. I have all these paper articles still. I should have brought that kind of stuff, but I mean, it was
We
in
can
paper.
definitely share that though. That'd be fun.
It was in the paper, all that kind of stuff. It sold out so hardcore that they made standing room in the front of the Hult Center. It was like crazy, and then we had a nuts after party afterwards. But I did shows like that for forever.
I love that.
When I started Xcape, I did have my first show like God, it must have been like 4 weeks after my mom passed away. Was at the Hult Center.
Okay.
I took a break from it during COVID.
Makes sense.
Because for obvious reasons, and we got the awesome space that we're in now, and we were able to kind of convert it. I'm coming back to it because the type of dance we do is like it's street style.
That's right.
So we've got hip hop, we've got jazz funk, we've got tap.
That's right.
And the representation of that style, those styles of dance in this community as a professional style, it's non-existent.
Ooh.
Right? So we think, I mean, this is a whole other issue.
No,
but like,
we're gonna unpack that.
but like
sure.
for me, growing up here, wanting to do tap and hip hop and jazz, there was no representation of that actually happening.
Wow.
Right? Other than like my teacher owned a studio and she was phenomenal. But what we see around here, ballet companies, modern companies,
That's
and
right.
I love
Of course.
those styles of dance. But like,
we need all of them.
we need all of them.
We need all of them.
And also in the rest of the world, in these markets, hip hop, jazz funk. I mean, we all saw the Gap commercial.
Yeah.
Like that is what is trending. That is what is booking. That is what is needed. And so right now I'm trying to shift, I don't want to call it a business model, but the brand model to those styles of dance being highlighted and funneling at the top, at the forefront, so that people understand when they come, I can do this.
Yes.
I can have a career in this.
Yes.
These people are doing it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the opportunity isn't, we're creating it.
That's right.
There is no commercial
right.
dance market here,
No.
but I have like gotten to this place where I'm like, fuck it. I'm
That's
so
right.
sick of this shit. I'm going to make sure
right.
that everybody knows that it is here.
Yep.
And we're going to be in places where we haven't been historically, and we're just going to keep pushing forward.
Oh.
And I'm going to give people the education that is of quality enough to go to LA, to go to New York, to go to Atlanta, which we did a lot of last year.
Yeah.
So it's just something that's been missing from this community. There are a lot of great studios here that do those styles, but they're not presenting them as a way, like there is no career education piece.
No.
There is no, you're doing it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I got on a national TV show and I've stayed my
100%.
ass right here.
100%.
Like I don't want to live the LA life
No.
like that. That's not for me.
Yep.
Love going down there, but like you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for me, it's all about being that representation so that the little girl, or even like someone like you can start dance at 30 and fucking kill it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people often think of like, oh, well, I'm going to go back to school and be a computer scientist or whatever. But what if you want to dance?
What do you want to dance? Well,
you can.
Well, and here's where like, okay, we have to, entrepreneurs, listen closely, because she is literally saying such a beautiful playbook. Okay, like honestly, like pick up on it if you can, and then we'll come to the fast forward. But like 19, how old are you, Vanessa?
40.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 21 years, y'all. 21
And
years.
I'm nowhere close to where I'm not
No.
even I'm like, scratch the surface.
And honey, this is what we need to anchor into as entrepreneurs, because I'm speaking for myself in my entrepreneur journey of 25 years right now. It's like, legitimately, I've done so many different things in that entrepreneur journey, right? You know, I was a traveling hairstylist, I'm a digital strategist, blah, 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 blah. And it's like all the same. The woes of the inside expansion, the woes of all those things. Like, just know, wherever you are in your journey, please don't stop.
Yeah.
Please
if you don't quit, you can't fail.
That's right, baby. Come on. Just keep going. But this is where we're going to bring it to, because it's like, not only did I as an individual in this community benefit from your like ripple effect, right? Mm-hmm. You're now creating these opportunities. And I know the company, like I've seen them. So let me break this down for those who are new with Xcape, and correct me if I miss anything, but like, Xcape Dance Academy is the physical location where everyone can come and dance, right? Yeah. In that academy, there's classes and different things like that with the company, which is the dancers who can get hired to go dance. So if you need a badass dance crew, the Xcape has a beautiful company who are incredible street style dancers, hip hop, beautiful. So all of this is where we gather. Within that, she has adults who are just cams out there. Yeah. Just cams out there wanting to shake her ass. Yeah. You know, that's it. I'm dropping it low with Cassandra. Yes. And I'm getting sassy and sexy with Michelle. Yeah. So no matter what, it's like, and kids. They're not getting sassy and sexy, but the kids, they have their own things too. But it's like now the company, right? And there's a part that I think is really important, because community is perspective and perception. Yeah. Isn't it? Like, and you've done a really great job holding line in this lane of like the underdog. The people overlooked. Yeah. The dance not really known yet. Like, really, that's what it is. It's not known yet. 'Cause it's, oh my God, it is just everything. But all of that to be said, entrepreneurs, hold fast, because you just don't know how you evolve or you expand. And it's set today, here you are with your company. Yeah. Your business, your community. Yes, you've done the shows, which I did not know. You know, you had a history of them too. So that's so cool to know. But you're coming back with it with Queen Bay. Like November 7th, Queen Bay. Like, this is going to be one of the coolest shows that is inspiring, but it's all through, like, I'm going to talk about the company for a second, because I've watched them, and I know it's a whole thing about each of us doing our own work and everything, but Vanessa, how they express themselves through their bodies.
Okay, so two things that this brings up. The first thing is, like, to all the entrepreneurs out there, speaking on what you just said, don't be afraid to create your own market. Don't be afraid. There is no, there's no place for me to do what I wanted to do as a kid.
I created it. That's right.
I created it, and I'm still doing it, and it's gotten better. There's more awareness, but like, don't be afraid to create what is needed. In fact, that's what you should be doing, is getting to the heartbeat of your community, the heartbeat of your art, whatever it is that you make with your hands, and asking what is needed and how can I bring my authenticity and my passion to what is already needed. So that's part one. Mm-hmm. The second part is, and I mean, you could totally probably speak to this too. Yeah. So people always make that comment, like the expressive-ness of the Xcape dancers, the way, you know, the pace at which they learn
right now, man.
Their artistry, those are all things that I really focus on. I would say one thing that's really unique about me is that I am always a student. Mm-hmm. I go to LA and I take class. I will go to New York and I'll take class. I take all the convention classes with the kids. I am absolutely in love with all of dance, from the bare bones of it, from being a student, from struggling in class. I love to go in class and struggle, to the backstage moments, to being on stage. Like, there is nothing about, like, I'm always so excited and fascinated with how it's changing and how it's evolving and how it's growing. And
you want to be a part of it.
I always long for that newness of like learning. And so because of that, I train all the time. Yeah. And I get better and better and better and better. And I just have become better at my craft. Like, y'all can go look at my YouTube and my Instagram from back in the day. I sucked. Like, straight up. No, I did. I straight up sucked.
You have to.
And I leave all that stuff up. And sometimes, like, I'll tell the students, like, please, everybody go look. The evolution of me coming out of divorce and losing my mother and having 2 kids and my body changing and quite literally, like, deciding to recommit to dance because I took a long break and looking like trash. Like, how I would call it, you know? You can
Which
see
of course
me.
For me. I'm trying so hard to even get there.
But like,
you're right.
You can see me like go through this journey of like coming back to myself and re-falling in love with dance. And then also you can see the dancers evolving with me. And where we are now is like, like Surya is killing it in
Oh
LA.
my God.
Milan killed it in LA. Autumn killed it. Like all these people are like so prepared for a career and are embodying themselves.
Yep.
Like they have learned how to be artists.
Yep.
And so I think that just comes from me just never wanting to stop learning.
No.
Like, and I think that's unique about me.
I mean, you're not just, I'm lacking words, what I want to say, because it seems too limiting, but it's like, you're the mirror that allows for them to see themselves in their fullest.
Yeah, I think that's what we all are.
Well, we are, but it's like, you went to the pits of hell in that experience. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
totally.
You literally went through the pits of hell, and it's like, and all of us are each other's mirrors, no doubt about it. But it's like, you can stand with such crystal clarity in your truth, right? And that's all we can all do is stand in our truth. Like, through that experience, your truth got sharper. Yeah. And so when someone stands with you, whether it's in company or just community, your truth is loud in a good way. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's why I appreciated you the minute I met you is it's rare. Yeah. People are scared to speak their truth. Yes. You're not. No. And it's like, and it's felt though through your business and what you've done in the community, because if it wasn't real, you'd be mean. You'd be a fucking bitch.
Yeah, like, there are plenty of people out there like that.
Like, how many people who don't listen to their heart, people please too much, try to tailor their businesses to meet the market. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry, business to me is identical to a babe. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Identical to a babe. Yeah. You know, as much as you want that business to boom, that baby's got to grow. You got to go through it. You got to go through the pains of it. Then once you're in labor and delivery and you're ready to launch or share or bring that baby to the world, it's like, that shit's painful. Yeah. Right? That shit's painful. You're about to find out who you are. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Then that babe's out. Yeah. That babe can't do shit. Yeah. That thing is useless. Yeah. Like, I love it. Useless. Yeah. So what do you have to do?
Nurture
Focus,
that shit.
Nurture. Yeah. Take care of.
Yeah.
Protect. Love. Yeah. Keep going. Until all of a sudden that son bitch starts running around and shut up. You know what I mean? It's like, love them. 2 kids, 16, 15. Yeah. Kid hit a tree today. Like, it's cool. Yeah. But legitimately, it's babes. And it's like, we don't all have great moms, do we?
Yeah, no, we're not
all blessed with that, is it? No. And so when you think of like what I'm trying to say with the business you birthed into this community, to me, you've kept a safe space for people who maybe don't have nice moms, who don't have that good love of that self-expression. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, to me, business is that. Yeah. Because it's like you nourish this community through your expression and your business, through your heart and your hands and your feet and your body with you, right? And it's like, so then you have the space in which you call people in. You have the dance company, which is expressing, like, you guys, you need to see these people, because I am so fortunate to dance with them sometimes, and I try to stay away from them as far as possible. So we're not having this side-by-side comparison going on. But at the end of class, sometimes they do filming. So they'll film. And you get to see just some of the coolest, like, I haven't had the courage yet to film because I can't remember all the steps in order, so I'm going to get there. But, like, it's like watching them. That is a freedom of like expression that I don't see in a lot of humans. Yeah. And when I watch these dancers, it's like, and I don't know her name, but she's always up front with you when you do like, oh God, she's so good.
Lilith?
Nope, not Lilith. She's Hispanic and she has long.
Bree. Yeah.
Bree.
Yeah. Bree, actually, shout out to Bree, because Bree trained at Xcape, had some goals, was really like focused on it. Bree just made the Rip City Dance Crew. Up in Portland. She is on the Blazers floor.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah.
Now you know
this is the type of stuff that's happening.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, so this is Bree, congratulations. Way to work. You know. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, this is community. Yeah. From the moment you created the idea and reclaimed your power, you made way and a ripple into this community that's still expanding, still evolving, still growing. And it is so cool, and it's humbling to be a part of it. I'm just a partaker, and like, I get to see it up close and personal. I'm so fortunate. Like, but this is where it comes down to every single entrepreneur out there listening. Like, you have a vision and you have a voice, and you need to use it. You need to use it.
Definitely.
You need to use it.
Definitely. And, you know, I think one of the things I get all the time, actually, somebody just said this to me at the desk every day. And my son always asks me, like, why are you so happy? Yeah. Like, all the time. Like, I'm generally, like, of course I get pissed off sometimes, but I am generally, like, just happy. Yes. And I think it's, like, the straight up what you're saying. I move my body every day.
That's right.
There's that. Yeah. But I do what I love.
Truth.
And I do what I love to do. Yeah. And I don't fake the funk. And, like, you know, if you're thinking about starting a business, or you're thinking about, or you're in a business that you don't like, if you're thinking about starting a business, you should absolutely start a business off of something that you really love.
Only.
Because if you won't be able to work as hard as you need to if you don't love it.
No.
And you have to work hard. And that is a whole different conversation. But if you're doing something that you don't love to do, like you don't feel it,
Yeah.
you are taking years
Yeah.
off your life.
Yeah.
And years off of your relationships
Yeah.
with people, because then you start to embody something that is not attractive.
Oh, it's so true.
Like it's a whole thing. And so I would just say, like, you know, all of that you just said, you know, and the person that I've become, because I wasn't always this way.
Oh, and that's,
you know what I mean?
You guys, please know, you don't have to be the same person every day.
No,
Please,
yeah,
please,
this
please,
is an
like,
evolution.
Yes,
but,
yeah.
But my gratitude goes for making that choice and just being
Yeah.
like, I don't care what else happens.
Yeah.
I don't care if I make any money.
Yeah.
I know I'm good at dancing. I know I can build a community, and I'm going to use my fucking voice, and I'm not going to do anything that I don't want to do.
No.
And that's it. That was it.
Oh, snaps. Because I tell you right now, it's the resentment that follows when we resist who we
Oh, I
truly
hate
are.
that word, but that's
Isn't
a
it?
real one. Resentment.
Well, it's when we're
Regrets.
resisting our truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
We resist our truth, we resent ourselves.
Yeah.
End of story. And then the worst part is it goes external. So it's like,
Yes.
I can attest to this because when I was in my early days of like startup founder, right? I'm listening to everybody. I can hear everybody. And it's like, wait, maybe what you're saying is my vision, but I don't know because I don't know those words. And I really got convoluted in not hearing my voice and my rhythm, right?
Yeah.
It took me a long time to like distill
Yeah.
to find me again, right? But I was still that entrepreneur expressing and expanding, and it's like the truth of the matter is when you don't honor your truth, you resent your experience.
Yeah.
You can't create when you're resenting. So it's like, it's okay. We all do it. We all are like, yes, that sounds great. We can do that. I'm going to be there. I can do that too. And I don't know how to do that, but I'll make it happen. Like every entrepreneur has those same things, but the truth is you already know.
Yeah.
You already know. It's the silent whisper inside yourself. It's the sentence you keep repeating but don't say. It's what you know inside. Listen to it.
I literally just told this to a dancer the other day because sometimes like when I'm in rehearsal, I just read the room. Yeah. And I'm like, listen, we're done dancing today. I'm going to sit down and make myself available to you. Yeah. What do you guys need? Yeah. Somebody said, I'm having there's so many things on my plate. I'm having a hard time with all the things on my plate and like it's making me feel a type of way. And I was like, listen. Yeah. If anything's on your plate that's making you feel that way, it doesn't belong on your plate. Take it off. And the lesson to be learned, and I think what you're saying is like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a fuck no.
That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's just like, and that can change every day. Yeah. Like my entrepreneurship.
Yes today, maybe a no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. And like you have to get good at protecting that for yourself. And like what I told her, I was like, how about just for the day, you say yes to everything that you want to say yes to and no, which is even harder, to the things you get the twitch about saying no to and just see how your day ends up. Mm-hmm. Because that practice, it'll make you good at business, but it'll also make you good at everything else. It'll protect your energy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Boundaries create beautiful moments, don't they? Like, and you start with you. Yeah. Right? You can't move in the world without clear boundaries of your energy because it's like the moment you say yes to please someone else, you just dishonored yourself. Yeah. So if it's a no, it doesn't have to be explained. Yeah. No is a full sentence. Right. And just remember this, as a former recovering people pleaser, still working on it, practicing that every day, is if it's a no and it feels weird, right? Just remind yourself, it's a yes to something that's more aligned. Yeah. So every time you have that pang of like, oh my God, did I miss out? Yeah. Remember, something more aligned is coming. Right. Because your senses and your system will signal before a lot of times that brain will catch up. Yeah. So trust yourself. It's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Yeah. And as you get there, though, again, all of this is progression. You're hearing two entrepreneurs who have been in this for 20 plus years. Yeah. This is not stuff that I knew. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. The first couple of years. This is like 10 years deep, probably. 100%. And it starts to click. It's definitely not. I couldn't agree more. It's not like, year like 7 to 8. The year 7, 8. It's like when you're like, I kind of know what I'm doing now. I feel like I kind of have an idea. Like, hair was the best example of that. Is like, here I am, a traveling hairstylist, Dallas, LA, New York. I have full books. I have all these things. But every client, I'm like, am I going to mess up? Right. Until year 8. Right. Yeah. Until year 8. Yeah. I mean, never was like, I got this. Yeah. Until year 8. And even then, I melted hair year 7. Yeah.
I remember you telling me this story.
Listen, I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's like entrepreneurs don't give up. Like, but I hope that you can hear as a true, like Vanessa had no idea what I was about to tell her today. We honestly are off script, no agenda.
There's no agenda.
No. I have Post-its for brilliance here. So like legitimately your vision and your voice will make an impact a decade later that you don't know.
Yeah.
This podcast wasn't even conceived of till this week. And Vanessa and I didn't even know we were going to do this together.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't know yet, entrepreneurs, what you're moving and working towards.
Yeah.
You don't know how important your vibration and your voice is. So be gentle to yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself so much that as you start to express it, other people feel safe to express themselves too.
Yeah.
Because that's the greatest gift you can give.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is like, you just have to keep going. Like it is so, and I don't even want to sugarcoat it.
No, don't.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard. It is, when you're going into entrepreneurship, you're literally going into a 1% life. This is like the stats, like
That's
1% of people are going to have the tenacity, the grit, the
oomph to do this.
to do it.
Yeah.
And you can't go into it. If you're going into 1% life, it's going to be hard.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going to have to work like the 1%
Yeah.
until you get to the 1%.
Yeah.
But like you're trading in being locked into like a corporate system with your time. You're trading your time.
Yeah.
And then for, the opportunity to have a life that's not only fulfilling, but like you have freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like, I would just also say like, don't get it twisted.
No.
It is so hard. And it's still hard.
Oh.
I have very, very hard days. There are days where I want to quit.
Yeah.
There are days where a challenge comes at me that I have no idea what to do. But I said this on my story the other day, and I had this like aha moment. But like one of the things that makes entrepreneurs really great is that we don't solve the same problems over and over every day.
No.
We solve the problems that we have no idea how to solve, and then we do everything we can to level up ourselves and solve
solve
that
it.
next problem, and then we move on to the next greater problem.
Yep.
Like we don't stay stagnant and like, for instance, like figure out why the faucet is leaking every single day. Instead of figuring that out, we're going to go and figure out why the whole entire house system has a faulty pipe in the first place, and then it's fixed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And if we ever need to come back to that, we're already skilled in it. We'll come back to it.
Then we already have the skills of everything
That's
under
right.
us, and then so many problems. But by the time all these things have come up, we're already up here. We could tell you anything and everything
right.
about anything that has ever happened.
And on that note, okay,
Yeah.
so you just heard a 21-year veteran of the entrepreneur journey. Reach out for help.
Always.
Reach
Oh
out
gosh,
for
you
help.
have
Like,
to.
You have to. And this is where it's like, you have people like Vanessa and I all around you. There's few of us, but we're around,
Yeah.
and it's like, we have been able to witness, observe, fail, and find out.
Yeah.
And so it's like, when you are sharing what you want to do, don't let anyone validate you. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't try. And like Vanessa said, entrepreneurs, don't be afraid to create what is needed in your market. Like
Yeah.
this is where it's so important as an entrepreneur, is when you are having the courage to share yourself. I'm going to give you one of the greatest gifts. It took me too long to figure out. Panic attacks, literally was pulled off a plane, not joking. Here's what I didn't know. Nurture your inner critic
Yeah.
and get to know yourself and how you truly speak about yourself to yourself.
Yeah.
Because that inner critic and inner narrator is going to be your speed.
Yeah.
So if you are speaking to yourself so negatively when you make a mistake and you feel stupid,
Yeah.
you feel like you can't do things, well, that's what you're saying all the time.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It will represent itself in your business.
Yeah.
So start there, because you are the one who sets your own rhythm and tone as you start to share. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my inner critic used to be a real annoying bitch. Like
Yeah.
she would tell me how I could not do that. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Why do you think you have anything to help? You don't have a college background.
Yeah.
You don't have these things. No, you're absolutely right. I'm a trade professional since 16 years old. I've lived on my own since I was 16 years old. But guess what I'm an expert in? Being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because there's never been anybody who's paid for my bills but me.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Amen.
created my schedule
Same.
but
Amen.
me. And so when I tell you it took failing to get here, it's also what made me fail more than anything outside of me was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
There's a lot of personal development. It happens at the same time.
entrepreneurship is full frontal personal development in public.
Yeah.
Because your business and your acceleration of your growth is only going to go as fast as far as you're willing to grow.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. I
Yeah.
don't care how good you are at it. If you have an inner critic who keeps you small and thinks you're the shit, and you can only do it your way, honey, 100 times better than you, someone's coming.
It's just like sports.
It's just like sports.
Like if you're on public display.
That's right.
If you do well and you have good at work ethic, everyone's going to see it and appreciate it. But on the same tip, if you're cocky, if you don't put in the time and the work, if you, what is that? Like you have, what is that word I'm looking for? Like you expect things.
Oh,
you feel entitlement.
Entitled.
Like those type of things. Like
entrepreneurship is the farthest from all the things she just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's literally, how she's saying that. Everything opposite. So no, you can't be entitled.
You cannot be any of those things.
No.
And it's all on display. And that's why I love it, because it is like sports.
It's honest.
Everybody can see it.
You're on the game.
It is what it is. It's a win or a loser. Like that's what it is. You win or you lose, and then you start over.
Okay, entrepreneurs, Jesus, thank you, Vanessa. It took me a long time to figure this part of the game out. Okay, and what she just said, you have to be on the field to play.
Yeah, you gotta play.
You gotta play.
Are you in
Honey,
the
are you
sport
playing
or not?
Yeah. And are you practicing?
Yeah.
With intention.
You have to play.
You gotta practice play. Practice play. So when you're not playing and you're not in the market, you better be practicing like you're playing.
Yeah.
Like there is no, I'm gonna automate. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna outsource.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna this. No, honey, you're not, because your business is your vibration.
Yeah.
And until you can, be a vibration felt throughout.
Yeah. I have to say something. Okay, so I had this friend who was starting a business, and she was like, well, at the start of this business, she was like, I'm not going to work in it. I want to be a director right away. Like, I'm just going to hire all these people.
I've heard that a time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. I'm going to hire all these people. And I'm like, okay. Because I think at that point, like, I was in that role where I was like teaching less and directing more, this is a 12-year process.
Right.
This year I'm in year 12, and it's the least amount of classes that I've ever taught, but I had to
year 21. Year 21.
Yeah, in year 21.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I was just thinking, I was like, you can't do that unless you have problem solved from the bottom up. Like if your goal is to, let's say, like scale your business and then sell, what are you selling if you don't know every single thing about it? So when you're thinking about automating and all that kind of stuff, which I do sometimes, but we were just talking earlier about, I know when to not do that. You can only do that when you have literally been in every single corner of everything. And really like you have to have a deep understanding of it before you send it off. And I think that's a big mistake, is that people want to skip that step. They want to be like, I'm a boss, I'm a CEO. Of what? Like, of what? You know what I mean? And then then that's what happens. This is what I saw happen. You hire the wrong people. You have a high turnover rate. People don't want to work for you. You don't understand leadership because you haven't worked at the bottom. You haven't scrubbed the toilets. You haven't talked to the customers. You don't know what your business needs because you wanted to be a CEO. You wanted the look, but you didn't want to put in the work.
Well, then you wanted to automate before you answered them.
You just don't and so
you don't want to figure it out. And it's like, I think I do respect that immensely, because I faced that at a part of my artist to owner.
Yeah.
Expansion. Mine went from beauty professional to tech CEO. So that was just like, that's same thing. Skills, whatever. It doesn't matter. That was just the skills I went for. But so with that, it's like, well, you guys are going to do this.
Yeah.
You guys are going to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like running teams. And man, there's a huge ego hit for me and a huge humility check, because I'm like, yeah, you guys got this. Well, they weren't connecting to customers how I wanted.
Yeah.
And how could they if I didn't start it?
Right.
So it's like, I can tell you this time and time again, but as a hairstylist, well, I'm the one with the hands to outcome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, this is where you come back, professionals, and I'm speaking to service providers right now because you're my heart. Like, I was a trade professional for years, and that's what dance is too.
Yeah, it's a service.
But they get to work with more people. We get to work with one, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference with us, and that's beautiful. You guys can work with more than one. Like, I love that. But like, for instance, hairstyling, like, I could only do that client. And if I wasn't present and I didn't do my work to be the best, this client would have flown from Japan every 6 weeks to come to me to do my hands. Right? Like, business is no different, guys. Don't let business and marketing and like growth confuse you from what you're really good at.
Yeah.
Which is doing what you do.
Yeah.
Because if you can anchor back into that, if you feel swept up in all of like, what next? What do I do? Do I have to be this? Like, I grew my entire hair business without technology. Yeah. Without social media. Right. So you can do whatever you want. You can use tools. You don't have to use tools. It doesn't matter. But the thing of the matter is, if you're there, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where you start. Come back to it. Come back to your basics. Go through your customers and make sure what you're doing is what you say.
And that's why it's so important to love what you do.
That's right.
Because you're going to have to come back to that place over and over and over and over and over. And then eventually you're going to have to fire other people up about why, you know, their love for it. You rally the
community and the troops to come
But
with
you really can't do that without going through the steps. And I just like laugh at her. I was like, oh, I didn't even say anything.
No, but you just know.
Because I'm like, you finna learn.
Yeah.
And like,
and you will come back to this and be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yes. Oh shit. I gotta start at square one, like whatever it is. But like, it's just, that's what I would say. Like, if you're going into it, like, you have to expect to work all the jobs.
Yeah.
And also, like, sometimes I'm excited when I get to go in and I scrub the toilet.
Oh, 100%.
I'm excited when I go in and I pick up the trash.
This is my building.
I'm excited. It's just like, you've got to be in love with it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do the stuff you don't want to do, but that's like, you know, and not forever.
Well, and also let's do the highlight reel really fast, because 21-year journey.
Yeah.
And you're leaving me and going to do something cool we're about to talk
I know.
about.
Oh my God.
Are we? Oh, okay. We're wrapping up. Yeah. Okay. So she's going to go real soon to go to whatever I was talking about. But entrepreneurs, I want to circle this and end it with this. When you started, you didn't know where you are today.
Hell no, I didn't know.
No. And the consistency and commitment for yourself throughout the journey, it looked and expressed and expanded and retracted in different ways along the 21 years, right? Entrepreneurs, wherever you're starting today, small business owners, wherever you're starting today, the business you run today may not be the business you run next year.
100%.
Do not let that stop you.
No.
Don't let that discourage you. Anchor into you, your truth. Like as Vanessa has said, is like when you're operating from that space, you're going to have the energy, momentum, and the drive to maintain and grow. Vanessa now has a studio I'm so humbled to be a part of. She has a dance academy. She does private lessons. She judges. She goes and does her own cool ass shows. Go check out Second Stage, right? Second Act.
Second Chance Stage. It's on HBO Max right now. Yeah.
I'm like, go watch it. I love it. Okay, Second Chance Stage. All of those things. You as an individual. You as the entrepreneur.
Yep.
You as the momentum builder. Okay, I want to make sure we're staying on that. Now we come forward and you are expressing yourself again at the Hult Center. You are opening up the company and career opportunities for not children, because they're adults too, like teenagers and adults, right? Like, Vanessa, thank you for trusting yourself and making this ripple into the community of Eugene, Oregon, because I know for a fact that I've experienced the ripple, I've seen it, and how you now express yourself as an entrepreneur. Thanks.
Yes. And I would say also like I think one of the ways that I go about is like setting a goal or like is just like, I think about what type of person would attain the goal that I'm looking for. So like, and then I adopt those habits into my day-to-day life, because goals are just outcomes of habits.
That's right.
And so I think the reason why I'm here is because I just was like, at that time, I'm like, I want to be this person. Like, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I knew what she looked like. I knew what she sounded like. I knew like her confidence. And I was like, I have to, like, I just worked on being that every day.
Yeah.
What kind of habits does this person have? How does she eat? How does she work out? How does she show up for people? How does she talk to people? And that is how, like, all this other stuff that has happened was not in the plan.
No.
You know, I wasn't, you know, I mean, obviously it's great, but like, it's because I was just like, how can I show up every single day to embody like the person that I want to be? And the business just did this type of the same thing, but I would say it didn't go how I thought it was going to go. But isn't that the entrepreneur,
like...
It is.
It's like, that's the gorgeousness of entrepreneur, because it's not a straight road. It's not a straight line. You know what I mean? It's like, and where you end up and you find that inner peace, that inner success, because it's not a dollar success, at least it hasn't been for me yet.
Yeah.
It probably will never be, but like, it's not about the dollar.
Yeah.
It's the dedication and devotion of that. And it's like the entrepreneur, wherever you are, entrepreneurs, small business owners, it's like, it's you.
Yeah.
Choose you.
It is 100%.
Choose you every day, and find practices that help you feel whole, grounded. Surround yourself with community that helps you express yourself more whole and more true and all of that. But it's like your twist and turn road, you don't know what it's going to be, but how you can is by who you want to become. Yeah. Because you'll be there no matter what. Yeah. And just like Vanessa said, like, she knew the bitch she wanted to be, the baddie, and she worked every day to go reverse engineer that.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. She's reverse engineering the baddie, and it's like, that's great. And so now today she's headed from me to the riverfront. She's going to go celebrate the riverfront opening. And this is like, did you think at 19 when you were doing a show that you were going to be a voice of the community? going and showing and promoting. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no.
entrepreneurs, you don't know where you're going to go.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to do. You know, and honestly, as much as you want to be like, this is my go-to-market strategy. This is how I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to automate. Honey, get out into your public.
Yeah.
Get out local.
Yeah.
Go to networking events. Go to riverfront openings. Go
Yeah.
to everywhere and meet the people who are in your business and start talking.
Yeah.
And watch what happens.
100%.
Entrepreneurs, this is
Woo!
Vanessa Fuller. Go dance, set yourself free at Xcape, and you're going to want to get to know her. She a baddie.
Yes.
She a crazy. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.